What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Hbar and the entire crypto market as it's slightly seeing a dump today. We hit 91,000 on Bitcoin today and now it's crashed down to 88,000. Hbar down 5%, not too great, but we're going to be jumping into all of that in just a second. Before we do though, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. We're absolutely crushing inside of there every single day. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members are winning, all from copying our own trades. So yeah, make sure you join up so you can start winning with us. Now back to Hbar. So just to quickly recap, we had $2 cost average in entries on Hbar, the first being right here at roughly 21 cents, right at these lows. The second entry was obviously right here at 18 cents. Both of them hit. Our average entry, with our strategy is roughly 19-20 cents, somewhere around here at these lows. So we're currently up roughly 20 to 25%, just depending on how much you DCA'd at each level. We were up roughly 45, nearly 50%. Obviously the market started to come back down since, but yeah, not too bad at all. We do still have one remaining DCA left right here at roughly 11 to 12 cents, which is quite good. Again, if the market does decide to just continuously crash and if we get some more short-term pain, then we're easily covered for that with this entry point right here. If not, we already have our two entries that we entered in at, and we can just wait until the market goes up. So what's the market been doing today? Well, we obviously had the crypto reserve news right here on, what was this, Sunday. Quick pump and dump, pumped on Sunday, dumped on Monday, very fast. Really horrible execution, to be honest, from the Trump team, putting out the tweets and everything like that. They forgot about Bitcoin and Ethereum in the initial tweet, then they added it an hour later. The initial coins that they mentioned, like ADA, XRP, Solana, horrible choices. You wouldn't want those coins in a crypto reserve at all. XRP maybe, probably not with Solana or ADA though. ADA has been crashing down heavily. Solana's meme coin based, XRP is the only real viable option, but still you'd mostly want Bitcoin. I think a lot of people saw through that. We obviously then got the crash. Luckily for Hbar though, Hbar was getting absolutely smashed with good news. Just to spark everything off, on Friday we got news of I believe initially it was an ETF filing for it, so that's why we saw a little pump. Then after that we got news of a Swift partnership, which is a payment platform. It pumped up the price even more. Then we obviously got the crypto reserve news, pumped the price up more. We got a little dump. Then we got news of a larger company filing for a Hbar ETF, pumped up more. Just Hbar being pumped with so much good news. It was really good to see. The one downside to that is that it was during a time where the market wasn't in a great state. We don't want to be getting news when we're in a downtrend. The market is in a horrible state. There's lots of selling, there's lots of uncertainty. All that does is, when the news comes out, we might get a quick pump, but it just feeds into those sellers. They see, a little pump in the market, they're like, okay, we have a new high, we can sell here for a bit higher rather than at the lows. They sell more, and it's just not amazing. Whereas, if we're getting news, for example, like during the election, we were getting news about Trump and then more news, and it was in a good market state. We had already, if you take a look at Bitcoin, we had already essentially pumped up quite massively. We had the halving. We obviously then went into a slight downtrend, but then all that hype was building up. The market got a lot better, lots more buyers coming in. You can see we started a new uptrend. Election starts, boom, we pump. We continue to pump up, and that's how you usually want it to go, not how it's been going now. And that's not to say though that the market won't change. There's a lot of theories on why Trump is exactly causing short-term pain in the market. One of the best theories that I saw is that he wants the Fed to cut rates, and the way he's doing that is essentially by making the market crash, and then is going to force the Fed's hand into lowering rates, which again, if that does happen, will be very good for the midterm of the market. We're going to experience some short-term loss now, but in the midterm, people take out more loans, more investment, the economy booms, the market just pumps. S&P down tremendously today, down 2.2%. This is huge, guys. For the S&P, it's really something to be down to 2.2%, but the fact that Bitcoin is only down nearly 3% is actually quite good to see. And another great thing for altcoins, including Hbar, is that dominance is actually dropping down as well today. If we take a look at the percent chart here, we can see dominance drops from 61.6 down now to nearly 61%. It is slowly starting to drop off, but I think we definitely hit the high right here at 64%. I think we've topped out. I think now we just have to wait until we see a huge dump to the downside on dominance. Once we see that dump, you'll see altcoins absolutely mooning, and that's why it was very important to me to actually start DCAing, especially for Hbar at 22.18 cents. These were such good levels that now, even if dominance does pump up a bit more and we do go to 11 cents, we already have that entry there. But if not, and it does start to dump and Hbar starts to pump, we're prepared so so well for that, and that's what I think is really key, especially in this market. As for targets for Hbar, we're going to be looking somewhere at the previous, if we just target the previous high, that's already going to be a 2x, so we can easily target the previous highs or even the all-time high for a 3.2x. That'd be absolutely huge as well. I do think Hbar will go into price discovery, meaning it will break a new all-time high, simply because we've got so much bullish news on Hbar, way more than we did in 21, especially if it continues with the partnerships, it gets more partnerships, the ETFs get approved by the SEC, we get institutional investors on board. I think the amount of things that are going to pile on will make it huge. Obviously the ETFs are more buy the rumor, sell the news. However, I think it will still be quite bullish. We might see a 15-20% pump on approval, maybe a 10% 15% dump on the selling after that. I think we'll still be at a net positive, and I think it would just drive the price further up, allowing us to profit more, of course. Again, we have to take a look at ETH as well. When ETH pumps and Bitcoin dumps, dominance is usually dumping as well, allowing altcoins to thrive. ETH today not performing too well, down roughly 2.4%, sort of resisting 2.3k right here. I think we're just going to consolidate at this support for a few more days. I'm just going to have to keep on waiting, get more net ETF inflows, get some news on it to hopefully drive price up. And again, we still need Bitcoin to go up. It's not like we're now going to be in the latter stages of the bull run where Bitcoin is now going to sell off, ETH is going to pump, alts are going to pump, where we're still in a phase where Bitcoin I don't think has tops out yet. The top for me would be 114 at least, maybe 116, somewhere around this area right here, and I definitely think it's still possible. It's we had some really good news, we have a Trump president, everything like that, and I think once we actually get the crypto reserve implemented into the market, once the market becomes a bit better with the Fed and all the news that Trump is releasing, and with the war as well, once the war goes and we get a ceasefire and the tariffs are sort of more well negotiated, and rates drop, I definitely think you'll be seeing the final topper on Bitcoin, at least for this run, at like 114, 115, somewhere around here. Best case scenario maybe 120, but again, I don't usually like going off of just base numbers. I prefer using fib like this. And yeah, that will transpire down to Hbar and other coins. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for this week. Dogecoin still sat at the support, really slow move, up under 20 cents right now, but just at 20 cents. Hbar, obviously, I think if you're not exposed yet to Hbar, 22, 21 cents right here. Great first DSA level, second area, again, 18 cents, third level, 11 to 12 cents, great 3 levels. XRP currently bumping up a bit, up 3%. It's got a, very small range here in with the Fibonacci levels, but I wouldn't really be looking to accumulate just yet. We, great accumulation levels. We're at the lows here on the really low $2. Now we're up quite significantly, like 20%, targeting the next highs. We do have a resistance here though at 0.618. You can see previously resisted with the reserve news. So we're pumping up very well. We actually dipped down really close to the support, now is hitting this resistance right here. You can see with the wick. Fetch still really moving quite slow, just gonna be waiting for that. Render also moving quite slow, but at a great support level here. Polkadot also at a support level. I quite like Polkadot, go back, watch a few videos on why and my exact strategy for that. AVAX really slow mover, we're going to be looking to catch a few trades on that. And finally Solana, slightly in an uptrend, but overall needs some more bullish news, needs a bit more buying coming in to actually push it way back up to over $200. Now if you did enjoy the video, please do make sure to like and subscribe. Again, if you want to be getting my trades sent to you every single day, then check out the Discord down below. And if you need a place to actually trade, buy or sell cryptocurrency for the lowest fees, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye guys.